Tonight we're hearing from the man who rushed to help two teenagers struck by lightning. It happened last night when all those storms rolled through and really lit up the skies.
And what a story this guy has to tell. ABC15's Justin Pizzera in El Mirage for us tonight.
Hey, good evening, Steve. We actually have one of the teens right here. This is Javier, one of the teens that was struck by lightning. You just got out of the hospital. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better than I was yesterday when I was in pain, and my burns were not feeling okay.
You were just walking through this park.
Yes.
And lightning struck you. What did that feel like?
It felt hot, like it burned. It really did, and it's just like I couldn't move. I couldn't feel anything.
So I want to show you Javier's sock right here. This is the sock that he had on last night that was damaged by that lightning. The lightning actually went in, he said, through his hip right here, and then it exited his foot. His friend, still in ICU right now. We talked to the guy who performed CPR on his friend earlier today. This is what he had to say.
The signs are everywhere. This neighborhood in El Mirage was slammed with a storm.
The storm was nuts, though. Lightning hit was really loud. It jumped the power in the house, TVs turned off and then back on, so it was a pretty good hit.
That lightning bolt hitting two teens near the baseball diamond. Corey saw them laid out in the field. Well, at first he thought it was a joke until two other teens started yelling.
And one of the boys was moving, one wasn't. And then when they started yelling that they needed help, that's when we knew something was up.
Still storming, Corey ran through the field barefoot.
The one boy said he couldn't feel his legs, but there was no burns. He was in shorts. And then the other kid was just out.
Corey learned CPR in the Army. He never had to use it until now.
I just had to keep him alive. I was afraid that it wasn't going to be enough.
Corey performed CPR until an ambulance arrived and took over. Tonight, that teen is still in ICU at a Phoenix hospital. Other than uprooted trees, there's no sign in this field lightning hit the teens. Corey is just happy he was close.
I feel like it was right place, right time, I think. I've never had to do anything like that before.
So Corey happy, obviously he was in the right place at the right time. And then Javier, again, one of the teens that was struck by lightning. Your friend is still in the hospital tonight. We understand that he's pulling through. How is he doing?
Well, at first he wasn't breathing on his own, so I guess they had to put on the machine so he could breathe. And they told me that he has a concussion and he has his fractured skull.
So I did talk with El Mirage police earlier this afternoon, and they said that his friend expected to pull through, expected to be okay. We're glad, certainly, that you are okay, Javier. But Katie and Steve, I want you to look at this sock right here. This is crazy, and actually, Javier, your shoe as well. If I could just pick that up, you can see the lightning. There's a hole in his shoe where that lightning exited. Just an unbelievable story.
I mean, this is just wild, Justin. Have you ever even met anyone that's been struck by lightning? This is wild.
I haven't. And I know El Mirage police said that it was just something that these two survived. And are you feeling okay right now? I don't know if you can show where the lightning went into your hip, Javier. Just pull it. You can show that, Marty. You can see the scar right there where it just went into his hip. So.
I mean, we're
are thankful you're okay, buddy.
Yeah, so thankful he's okay. We heard the story last night. It was just unreal, and to meet him now, unbelievable.
Yeah, the call originally came out too, and this should really be important here. 14-year-old, his friend, 14 years old, initially they did not expect him to make it. They did not expect that he would survive this, and amazing news that he's going to be okay.
I mean, and there was wicked lightning all across the valley last night. If you saw anybody out in it, it was such a scary scene. Well, we're glad he's okay. Justin, thanks.